doing? Justin here today. I've got a really exciting little project for you. Some of you probably know that my band We Came as Strangers has a new record coming out soon, and we've been trying to think of something to help get you guys involved and teach you something at the same time. And I had a little brainwave, and we're going to have a remix competition of one of our tunes, a song called Shattered Matter. Now, first of all, a remix is taking a song and doing something creative with it to make it your own kind of thing. So in this case, we're going to give you a thing called the stems. And when people talk about stems in music, we mean the individual parts of a song. So if you go to the We Came as Strangers website, which is wecameasstrangers.com, you can download a zip file of the stems for the song Shattered Matter. So you'll have the drums and the percussion and the vocals and the guitar and the bass and the affected vocal. I think there's 8 tracks altogether that you can download individually. Well, I mean, you'll download them as a set, but you can import them individually and then muck around with them. So you might decide that you don't like my guitar parts, so you mute the guitar parts and you put your own guitar parts down. You might decide that you don't want the original drums there, that you want to make it a breakbeat tune or a house tune or a country tune. So you replace the drums, replace the bass. You need to keep some kind of element so that we can recognize that it's still the same song, probably the chorus. But I mean, if you wanted to sing different, you know, harmonies with the vocals, that would be fun. Or there really is no limit, you know, as far as styles. You could speed it up, slow it down, chop up the little bits, rearrange it, put it in a different order. The guys that are really good at remixing do incredible things. And I think for you guys that are learning to get into recording and stuff, it's a fantastic fun little project, because it's not often that you get the stems individually to be able to play with like that. You know, it might be interesting for some of you just to see the way that the track is constructed and hear the individual parts, but it's so much fun to be able to take something like that and just remove the drums and put your own thing in, or change the guitar parts up, or add guitar fills to it, or there really is no limit to what you can do, and I'm sure it's going to be a whole heap of fun. So what I thought I'd do in this little lesson is just, you know, given an import into GarageBand and tools, just have a little bit of a look around at some of the things that you might want to try out, and make sure that you're hip with actually getting it imported into your various DAWs. It doesn't matter what you use. You could be using Pro Tools or GarageBand or Reason or Reaper or whatever it is that is your DAW of choice. It really makes no difference. We don't mind. So after you've made your remix, what we'd like you to do would be to download some artwork, again from the We Came as Strangers website, add your new music, your remix, to that artwork to make a little video and pop it up on YouTube. If you get stuck doing that, you can ask in the forum, and we'll give you some explanations on how to create the video from the music stuff. And then go back to the We Came as Strangers website and upload your YouTube URL. We're still trying to figure out the prizes, but at the very least, I'll put your remix up on my main channel, which obviously has a pretty big reach. If you're a budding songwriter, that could be a pretty cool thing. But I'm trying to find some actual really cool prizes as well. We just haven't decided what they're going to be yet. But if you check the We Came as Strangers Facebook page, I'm sure we'll announce it, and we'll put information, of course, on our website as well. So let's go and have a look at how to import the stems and a couple of things that you might like to try doing with them. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is download this We Came as Strangers remix stems. It also tells you that it's at 43 beats per minute is the tempo, and the files are 48K 24-bit. So you need to probably set your session for that, or I think GarageBand does it automatically. But you want to open that. When you unstuff it, you'll get a folder, and in that folder you're going to see that you've got here bass, drums, guitar effects, guitars, piano, synths, vocals dry, that is without effects, and a regular vocal. So let's start off by having a quick look in GarageBand, just because it's very simple and it's kind of fun. So we start up GarageBand. Let's do a new project, and we'll start off with looking at some loops. Let's call it the WeCas Remix, if I can spell Remix 1. Now we're in the key of G major for this one, and the tempo was 73, if I remember correctly. Just double checking there. So 73, it's in 4/4. So let's create that. So when it first opens, of course, because it's the loop, we selected the loop thing, it's already opened the loops count folder, but let's close that for a second. Now in GarageBand, to import the loops, it's as simple as going to the folder, selecting all of the files, and dragging them into the arrange window. And you can see now it's importing the files. It needs to do a little bit of converting as well because of the sample rate, although I'm not certain what the sample rate is for GarageBand, but evidently different to 24-bit files, so not sure, or 48K, so I'm not sure which what exactly it is there. So you can see the files that now are being added one at a time. The waveforms will show up when it's finished converting everything, I think. So there we go, all of the files are now imported, and you'll find that the waveforms start appearing. Now, I always end up putting my tracks in the order of drums, bass, guitar, guitar effects, piano, synths, and vocals. Now, there are 2 vocals there, and if we hit play right now, we're going to end up having too much vocal. So one of them's dry and one of them's wet. Let's give that a little double click. There's the dry one. I'm just going to delete that other text there, just so we can definitely see that that's the vocal dry. And I'm going to start with that one muted, so I'm just going to hit the little mute button there. So let's just have a listen first of all. So I'll just click here, leave that space at the beginning, and here we go. So there we go, there's a little bit of a taste of the track. Now you might be going, well, I think it needs to have a bit more energy, that I want something a bit more upbeat. So the first thing that I think is a really fun thing to experiment with if you're new to the remixing is trying some different drums. So if we go to all drums and we go to, I don't know, that's electronic, that could be kind of fun. Maybe not that much fun. We don't want a club dance. What's this one? Okay, it's just, again, just having an experiment. What's this one? No, that's horrible. Let's try this one first. So we've got that electro beat. So literally, we just grab that and move it into the track. And we're going to find that that's there. We can alternate click and copy. Or remember that you can grab the corner and pull it out as a loop if you want. It's just as easy. So let's have a listen to that, and let's just mute up the old drum. It's kind of an interesting start. So you might want to start off with something like that, but then you might go, you know what, it'd be really cool to add a little bit of guitar. So if I'm just going to hit the metronome there so we get our little count in the part there. So we might go, okay, let's do a new track. We go to new track, we're going to do a real instrument. I've got an acoustic guitar in my hand now, so if we create that, and we got our new track there. Call this acoustic guitar, and let's have a little play on that. So here we go. So we might start off with something like that, have a little listen back. Now probably want to shrink that front down so it's not so just noisy at the beginning. Might be worth having a quick solo as well, so if we hit the old solo button. Now at that point we might decide that we want to, you know, maybe it shouldn't be that heavy for a little bit and we want to go for something different. We could always, I don't know, go for some drums and decide that it wants to go a bit country. Just because it's going to sound absolutely ridiculous but probably quite funny. We could decide that at that point it wants to turn into a country tune. This is the kind of silly stuff you can get up to.
Disappear into the flames. I'm broken out, a burning ache. You held me.
So you can see, once you've actually got the track in, you can really start to play around with it. You can change the drums, you can add layers of guitar, you can really take the tune however you like. Well, I hope that's given you a few ideas of things that you might like to try out in your remix. I'm really excited about it. I'm very curious what you guys are going to come up with, and you know, I might even have a little tinkle myself. Remember, the chords are really, really simple. It is all of the way through E minor for 1 bar, C for 1 bar, and D for 2 bars. So if you want to do kind of getting into your lead guitar or whatever, you want to be thinking about G major scale kind of notes. It's going to be a real interesting little experiment, this, to see what happens. I might even have a little go at doing some remixes myself just for fun. All the details of the competition you will find on the We Came as Strangers website, and I hope you enjoy the coming lessons I've got that might help you with this competition about recording your guitar and using effects and that kind of thing. So I'll see you for plenty more lessons very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Chasing the free fall.